Why people are protesting, what triggered the violence, and where things stand now. If you want, I can follow up with perspectives from various stakeholders and possible paths ahead. Background: Ladakh used to be part of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. In 2019, India revoked Article 370 and reorganized Jammu and Kashmir. Ladakh was separated and made into a union territory directly administered by the central government. That changed its governance structure and powers. Before 2019, there were demands from Ladakhi groups for more autonomy, protections for tribal communities, local representation, etc. These issues include land rights, jobs, environmental safeguards, and cultural, ethnic identity. What people are demanding. The protesters and local groups have specific demands. The main ones are statehood for Ladakh, not just being a union territory, but having full state status in India, giving more legislative and administrative powers locally. Inclusion under the 6th Schedule of the Indian Constitution. The 6th Schedule provides special protections to tribal areas, local governance, control over land, forest, etc. Many believe this would help protect Ladakh's tribal and ecologically sensitive character. Separate Lok Sabha seats for Leh and Kargil, more direct political representation. Reservations, job quotas for locals, to ensure that locals benefit from employment opportunities, especially in government, public sector jobs. Trigger and escalation. What pushed things to a breaking point? A hunger strike started on 10 September 2025 by local activists, including Sonam Wangchuk, was in support of those demands. 2 strikers aged around 60 to 71 became critically ill or hospitalized after many days of fasting. Their hospitalization acted as a spark for broader anger and protests. Youth and local bodies, such as Leh Apex Body, called for a shutdown band in Leh. Large crowds gathered. As the day progressed, parts of the protests turned violent. Burning of a BJP office, vehicles, clashes with police. The violence. As crowd anger spilled over, some protesters engaged in arson, stone pelting, vandalism. Buildings, including a political party office, vehicles, etc., were set on fire. The police security forces responded with batons, tear gas, and ultimately live fire. At least 4 protesters died. Many others, including police, were injured. Curfews, prohibitory orders, gathering bans were imposed. Underlying causes, root grievances. Beyond the immediate trigger, there are deeper and long-standing issues. Political marginalization. After 2019, Ladakh lost certain degrees of autonomy. Locals feel they have less say in decision-making at the regional level. Economic and job concerns. Opportunities for locals in government jobs, public sector, etc. are viewed as insufficient. Many feel left out. Land, environment, and resource rights. Ladakh is ecologically fragile. There are worries about unsustainable development, outside interests, loss of local land control, environmental harm, infrastructure decisions made without local consultation. Demographic identity fears. Tribal and cultural identity are central. People want protections, still water, forest, land rights, local governance to preserve culture, customary rights. Government's position. The central government has said it is engaging with local representative bodies via committees, high-powered committee and subcommittees, to discuss the demands. However, the government has resisted or not accepted some of the core demands fully, especially statehood and 6th Schedule status. Government also blames some politically motivated persons or provocative statements for incitement. Activists deny that they called for violence. Why it became violent now. A summary of what made this moment erupt. Long delays, unfulfilled promises, frustration among many, especially youth. The hunger strike and the hospitalization of elderly protesters gave urgency and emotional weight. It mobilized more people, escalated tensions, possibly lack of timely engagement or perceived insufficient response from authorities. The local shutdown, bund, and mass gathering became a flashpoint, when parts of the crowd went toward administrative/political offices, and when authorities responded forcefully, things escalated.